Hello po mga kababayan, kamusta po kayong lahat? And once again, welcome back to another episode of Simply Talkies Vlog. Pag-usapan natin mga kababayan, itong mag-amo, no? Yung isa, aso. Yung isa, duwag. Duwag na aso. Ito pong aso na to, malakas mag-lick ng brown starfish. O baka meron pa nga siya ditong naiwan no? Doon sa kakalik niya ng brown starfish, baka may naiwan pa sa ilong niya. Kasi bago niya i-lick, amuyin niya muna. Oo. Kasi nga aso. Ito namang amo niya, akala mo matapang. Yung pala, wala palang yag balls. So, ang ating pong mga tinutukoy ay ang si Bato at yung dati niyang pangulo na si Prime Minister ni Baal na si Rodrigo Duterte. Ayan po. Yung hinaantay kayo sa impyerno. Pag ayaw nyong pumunta, hilahin kayo. O, di ba yan ang sinabi niya kay Hontiveros? Pero bago po tayo magpatuloy, tayo po ay magbibigay pugay at pasalamat sa lahat ng ating channel members, followers, subscribers, nagda-like at nagsishare ng ating mga videos, sa mga nagbi-video replay, nagsishare ng kanilang blessings, at ganoon din po sa mga nakakasama natin sa ating video premiere at live stream. At special shoutout sa lahat ng ating OFWs, men and women in uniform, sa mga frontliners at mga guro. Eto po, unahin muna natin yung kay Bato. Kasi po, may sinabi si Ace Barbers dyan. Eto na sila mga kababayan. Naglalabasan na po. Ito na. Nagkakatayan na sila. No? Talagang ito kasi si Bato, sinimulan niya no? In-instigate po talaga ni Bato ito. No? Okay, kasama na dyan si Kong Paduano kasi nagsalita na rin siya. Kasi nung last hearing ni Bato sa Senado, ito po ang sinabi niya during his opening statement. I do not wish to be the first to break our tradition of interparliamentary courtesy. If our counterparts in the lower house do not exercise interparliamentary courtesy, this humble representation does. So, ang galing, di ba? Pero, pinatamaan niya po ng husto ang lower house. But most importantly, I do not wish to be a guest of their gag show. O yun. Alam nyo naman siguro kung anong ibig sabihin ng gag show. Di ba? Parang yung bubble gang lang yan. O, shout out naman kay Bitoy. Gag show, comedy. Di ba? Kakatawanan lang, di ba? Yung mga lahat ng napapanood yung show na mga tulad nung mga napapanood ko nung dati, Palibasa Lalaki, o di ba? Yan. Sila Kong Richard, di ba? Maganda 'yon. Gag show 'yun o yung kung saan man, no? Pero ang maganda ngayon yung bubble gang kung buhay pa, di ba? O. Ngayon, dumating itong hearing ng Quadcom. Siyempre, they will not sit idly. They will not yung bang palalagpasin itong matapang, marahas na sinabi ni Bato na kinukutya niya na ang House Quadcom hearing na 10 episode na ay isang gag show, isang katatawanan lamang na hindi dapat seryosohin. O, di ba? Parang sila. Yung ginawa nilang hearing, it's all about joke. Kasi sabi niya di ba? Si Bato na mismo nagsabi, tanga-tanga siya Pati yung mga kakapartido nila. No, ang sinasabi, it's a joke. Yung sinabi ni Digong, so therefore yung hearing nyo, it's a joke. O di ba? O tapos ikaw pa ang may lakas ng loob na sabihin, you do not wish to be a guest of the gag show. Puro ka lang dahilan sa parliamentary courtesy. Wala ka ring bayag, no? O ngayon po sumagot po diyan, no, yung mahilig mag-contempt na vice chair, si Congressman Steven Paduano. Ayan po sa Inquirer. Paduano hits De La Rosa's behavior in Senate drug war probe. Ayan. Talagang hindi mo, sige nga Bato, magsagutan nga kayo ni Kong Paduano. Sino kayang mas matalino sa inyo at mas magaling? Ikaw, PM Mayor. Si Paduano, former ABB po yan. Di ba? Abang Lingkod Party List Representative Steven Paduano criticized Senator Ronald Bato actions during the Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee probe into Duterte's administration's drug war. Paduano said the senator's behavior during the hearing was disappointing and undermines the integrity of the institution that he is bound to respect. Noting the irony of De La Rosa doing the investigation of the brutal anti-drug war when the senator played a role in the controversial campaign when he was chief of the Philippine National Police, the main enforcer of the war on drugs. Kaya nga, walang delikadesa si Bato. Ikaw ay involved doon. Maraming nagbanggit ng pangalan mo. Pero ikaw pa rin mag-imbestiga? Wow! Ang galing! Walang delikadesa, no? Ito ba yung graduate ng PMA? Ha? Walang delikadesa, walang integridad, walang prinsipyo si Bato. He wants to save, no? Parang yung hearing nila in aid of preservation. Oh, good luck sa'yo, Bato. Paduano offered a reminder to De La Rosa to observe courtesy and greatness in conducting his official responsibility as a member of the Senate and pointed out that the senator should have offered himself as a resource person. Correct. Parang yung ginawa ni Abante at ni Dan Fernandez, they inhibit themselves. Sabi, wala, ano kami dito ha? O, pwede kaming maging resource person. Di ba? O, hindi sila nakialam tungkol dun sa issue na kung saan sila ay sabit. O, quote, he also admitted that there were killings attributed to the war because of alleged case of gun violence. In short, he was not only involved but was in fact one of the figureheads of the campaign during its inception. Clearly, this is a conflict of interest on his part. At the very least, he should have inhibited from the proceedings and instead offered himself as a resource person so as not to influence and intimidate the other guests. Correct. Pero kapal na mukha ni Bato, hindi daw. Saka ayaw niyang ipa-stop mga kababayan kasi hindi pa daw siya satisfied. Ang kapal talaga ng mukha. Grabe. No? Anong klaseng mga senador meron dyan, no? Sa ating bansa? Kaya nga mga clowns, nadamay na yung hindi dapat tawaging clowns, pero mga clowns po kayo. No, nakakahiya po, walang integridad ang Senado. Oo. Paduano further lamented that the senator continued to conduct himself in a manner contrary to what is expected from a member of Congress. Oo. Yan. Diba? Parang walang decorum, unsenatoriable, unstatesman ang mga tawag dyan, no? Mga nakakahiya, walang mga integridad, mga salaula. For instance, Paduano mentioned how De La Rosa defended and interpreted a plain statement of former President Duterte that the senator was part of the Davao Death Squad. Senator De Lima complained claiming that the former president was joking and there was no death squad to speak of. Sabi ni Paduano. Clearly, the confirmation by the former president need no interpretation, much less from a member of the parliament who investigated the case. If you would ask me, it is as if the honorable senator came to the defense of the former president while seeking to exonerate himself from any liability. Bias na bias, mga kababayan. Dapat wala kang papanigan dyan. Hindi. Talagang mali. Mali. Bakit pumayag si Escudero ng ganon, no? Nakakahiya po. This is further highlighted by his present statement that he will be objective in the action of the Senate regarding the submission of records to the ICC. Correct. Kasi nandun yung pangalan niya sa transcript No? Hindi nila in-strike out na siya ay member ng Davao Death Squad. The Honorable Senator's recent actions are truly disappointing. Correct. I agree. No? I agree sa sinabi ni Paduano. Wala pong kahihiyan itong si Bato. Ang kapal ng mukha. Kaya dapat mga kababayan, hindi nyo ibalik yan sa Senado. Para pag just in case, talagang matawag na siya as resource person or witness o kaya kasuhan sila. Ikot ang tumbong yan. Lalo na yung sa ICC, aawayin niya nga si Escudero Bakit daw kailangang ibigay daw sa ICC o kung ano man? Public records yan. Tanga-tanga talaga mga kababayan. Windang na siya. Sobrang anxiety at stress na tong si Bato. Dapat ito magpa-psychiatrist na. O, di ba? O, sa politiko naman, anong sabi ni Congressman Barbers? Ito na, talagang nagalit po. The joke was on him. O, di ba? Sinabi niya kasi gag show daw Barbers shuts down Bato de la Rosa's gag show job at House Inquiry. Bastos talaga si Bato. Sasabi niya, hindi, joke ko lang yun. Ulul. Ito po sabi ni ni Representative Barbers, quote na lang We may be accused of providing entertainment and liking to a gag show. But who is laughing? Oh, sabi ni Barbers kay Bato. On the contrary, the one who said that must be so full of himself that he did not notice that the joke was on him. Di ba? Sabi nga nila sa kanta, I started a joke. Di ba? Oh. Walang pumansin. Oh, yun si Bato. Clown. Oo. Di ba? Barbers reiterated that the House probe is not to entertain but to seek justice for the families of EJK victims and survivors who had been longing for the truth. He also underscored the Quad Committee's legislative responsibility, noting that the investigation findings are intended to inform new laws and policy recommendation. Quote, if along the way, people are found to be liable, it is our duty to make sure that justice is served. There is nothing funny about it. Correct. We only mean serious business. Barbers also dismissed allegation that witnesses had been coerced into testifying in the congressional investigation. O, ayan. He stressed that witnesses and resource persons have freely and voluntarily shared information without any coercion from the joint panel composed of the Committees on Dangerous Drug, Public Order and Safety, Human Rights and Public Accounts. Kasi po, yung Colonel Grijaldo, sinabi niya, kino-coerce siya nung dalawang representante na si Abante at Fernandez. Tinuruan daw siya kung anong sasabihin. Ba't, ang tanong ko nga, bakit hindi mo yan iniskwil sa House Quadcom nung time na pinipilit ka nung dalawa? Bakit ka pa pumunta sa Senado? O di ba? Tanga talaga eh. Kaya alam mo kung sino talaga ang mga gago at bobo na gumagawa ng istorya, nag-iimplanta ng mga ebidensya. O si Bato, di ba? Kaya nga sabi niya that the joke was on him. Di ba? Parang awit yun, mga kababayan. Di ko lang masahulo Sila nagsabi, sinabi daw ni Digong joke, o tapos sasabihin, gag show ang Quadcom. Taong bayan ang maghuhusga kung gag show o hindi ang Quadcom hearing. Kayo nga, kami. Napapanood namin, hindi. Sila nga nag-e-extend pa ng oras Umaabot ng 14-15 oras kayo. Ilang oras lang kayong naghihiring? Pero si Bato, wala pang isang araw, meron na siyang desisyon. Madaling mapaniwala si Bato. He is so gullible. Ang paano nakapasa sa PMA yan? No, ang taas-taas ng tingin ko sa PMA, pero meron pala kayo na-produce na isang tanga at inutil. Di ba? Pasensya naman po nakaka-insulto ito no? Kung sino pa yung gumagawa nung ganun, siya pa ang magsasabi na joke, gag show. Kaming taong bayan na nakakaalam na mas nagtatrabaho ng husto ang mga representante kaysa sa mga senator. Kayo dyan, pa-cute-cute lang kayo Partisan na partisan pa kayo. Imbis na kayo dapat maging kayo yung wala kayong kakampihan. Ikaw naging parang lawyer kayo ni Digong Naging fans ka pa, hinayaan nyo lang na hinayang magsalita yung amo nyo. Ayun, na-squill niya ang katotohanan. Nilabas niya ang katotohanan, nilaglag ka niya. Kaya ngayon, damage control ka ba to? But the damage has been done. Wala na, na-forward na, di ba? Ngayon, alis tayo kay Bato. Doon tayo sa amo niyang duwag, yung walang yagballs, yung umurong ang bayag, kaya naduwag. Di ba? Eto po, sa balita ulit ng politiko. Rudy Duterte tag as protector of suspected drug lords Michael Yang, Alam Lim. Ayan po. Police Colonel Acerto, si Colonel Acerto. Yan po yung hinahanap nila Duterte. Buti hindi siya nakita. Kung hindi, baka below 6 feet the ground na rin siya. Accused former President Duterte of being a protector of suspected drug lords Michael Yang and Alam Lim, also known as Lin Weijong. Ayan. Acerto, who testified during Thursday hearing on the House of Representatives Quadcom, said that in 2017, his team compiled an intelligence report during the alleged involvement of Yang and Lim. Yang was an economic advisor of Duterte during his tenure in Calip, Malacanang. Tingnan nyo, yung larawan na yan. Pinalibutan ni Duterte ang sarili niya ng mga inchik. Parang naging probinsya ng China ang Pilipinas during Duterte time. Bilhin nyo, sino yung mga nandyan, nagtatangkaran pa, mga inchik, lalo na yung nasa kanan niya, Bilhin nyo yan. Hindi ba alam ni Digong na drug lords yang si Michael Yang at si Alan Lim, known as also as Lin Weijong? Di ba? He said Yang is a member of the Johnson Chua drug syndicate led by a certain Johnson Co., who is based in mainland China. Yang also operated drug laboratories in Mindanao then. According to Anserto, Lim was behind the clandestine laboratory which was raided by PIDEA in Cavite in July 2018. Recovered from the laboratory were 10.4 billion pesos worth of drugs and equipment for the manufacturing of illegal drugs. Anserto said Lim was arrested during the operation but was later released due to technicality. Ay alam na, di po ba? Ang dami pong kinuwento dito ni Anserto. Pero siya pa ang ginawa ng kwento. Dahil nga, si Jimmy Guban ginamit laban sa kanya. Pinaturo kung sino yung Itinuro ni Guban, no choice. Kung hindi, sabi kay Guban, alam namin kung saan sa Makati ang anak mong lalaki. Ayun na, yung threat. Ano gagawin ni Guban under duress? Wala na. Ang daming napatay mga kababayan. So digong dapat panagutin talaga ito. Ano ang sabi ni Benny Abante? Politiko pa rin. Abante, Rudy Duterte could be held liable for ordering cops to encourage drug suspect to fight back. Sabi niya. Diba? Sabi ni Digong, in-encourage niya ang mga kapulisan. Encourage ninyo ang mga kriminal. Manlaban sila. Pero maski na hindi man, sabi ko nga sa inyo magalaw lang yung siko ng pulis na pag ganun lang yung nakaposas pak, patay na. Nanlaban po Gusto pong kunin, kinakanti ako o gano'n. O kaya nangangati lang yung likod, galaw ng galaw. Kaya na nanlalaban na, pinagbababaril. Diba? Ito po sabi ni Abante, quote, under oath in the halls of the Senate last week, former President Duterte himself spoke before the Senate and the nation in his own words took responsibility for the blood spilled in his war on drugs. He did not deny, he did not deflect, he admitted that he gave orders that directed our own police forces to encourage suspected criminals to fight back so they could be killed. Under oath, he admitted to the existence of the Bawat Death Squad, an entity with a lethal mandate that was replicated around the whole country when PRRD was elected president in 2016. Yan. The banality of evil must come to an end. We stand for those who cannot speak, for the voices that were silenced too soon. And we stand with the promise, the solemn vow, that we will do everything in our power to ensure this never happens in our country again. Ayan po yung mga pinagsasabi niya. Kailangan mabigyan ng tamang hustisya ang mga inosenteng na biktima ng war on drugs, EJK ni Digong. Kaya dapat dito sa House Quadcom, you must recommend sa kung saan man sa DOJ imbestigahan itong si Duterte. Kasi inamin niya, matagal na akong pumapatay pero hindi ako na-imbestigahan Ayaw akong imbestigahan. Inimbestigahan sila ni Dilima kaso kulang po Hindi umabot. Diba? Kayo po, mga kababayan, masasabi nyo dyan, kay Bato, na akala mo superior siya, aso lang siya. Si Duterte, pinalibutan ang sarili ng mga drug lords. Dapat siyang managot, mga kababayan. Kayo po, ano pong inyong masasabi? Comment down below and don't forget to like and share. Hope to see you on our next videos. Bye-bye. God bless.